Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. Mother sucking 3. Baby Yoda, beautiful spirit. Happy Sunday. I'm chilling today. I did not post this live on no social media. I've been going back and forth, up and down about coming on, but here we are. Here I am. Somebody let me know if you can hear me okay, please. Give me a 1 in the chat. Let me know my audio is what it's supposed to be. Somebody, anybody. Thank you. Woo, slow on the draw, but still hit the mark. So I hope everybody's Sunday is going well. I saw a full moon, or what looked to be almost full moon last night. That full moon energy is very powerful. I suggest you draw on it if you can. Look that up. So we're just kind of recapping the week, talking about some things. I hope you guys are going onto the community wall where I'm posting pretty much, positive messages, as well as some things that are in the news. Outside of that, I've been posting videos on both my channels. Oh, I do need to put my link for my other channel in this chat. But it's Blaze Adams 24/7. Please subscribe. I'm just a couple short of my goal, so I can finally monetize over there. Yes. Shout out to YouTube monetization. I saw an article where they're saying that all the networks, and so all the advertisers are coming over to YouTube. What's going on, Ray Ray? Ray Ray is, shout out to Ray Ray. I believe we met on Conscious Channel, but she comes over to my community wall, an active participant of the channel. Appreciate you. So I forgot what was I talking about? Full moon. I went and saw that Michael Jackson play. I think it's called MJ, or the MJ tour. It was pretty dope. Well, actually, when I first sat there, it was at the Pantages. Let me see if I have the pictures of anything. You couldn't have your phone on, child. They were running up to people in the dark. As soon as they saw a light from somebody's phone, here they come, running down the aisle. Well, this is the little pamphlet. But it was at the Pantages in Hollywood. And it's a really good show. It's a really good show. If you have the opportunity to see it, I would suggest you do. Of course, it's the music, but it had a little storyline. It was main Michael with a couple other alternate mics of different ages and telling the stories from the parents and the household to the stage and behind the scenes of them being who he ultimately became. It's pretty dope, pretty dope. I definitely give it a thumbs up. All right, Ray Ray, back at you. So, so that was actually on Wednesday night. I think we went. Yeah, Wednesday night. I was watching. Did you guys watch Raising Canaan? I don't know if you guys watched that Power Book. I think it's Power Book 3. Yeah, I do a watch party for that. So I went over to my people's house and watched that. And I do listen to Ashley Miller on YouTube. She does reviews because she cracks me up. But yeah, she reviewed that as well. And yeah, I like it. It's Raquel is my hero. I don't know why. I mean, she's a damn killer and a drug dealer, but she's like my hero. I don't aspire to be her. I'll go as far as playing her for Halloween. But she's She stands on business, and she dresses very well, and she's beautiful. And in real life, she's like a whole Oscar. I mean Oscar, a whole Broadway singer. A lot of Oh, okay, beautiful spirit. We can get you on the phone in a few, but I appreciate you. But yeah, I great admiration for that lady. Very talented. But she plays a hell of a dope dealer, New York dope dealer at that. I was also catching that Griselda series. I think I'm on episode 2. This is the most TV I'm gonna be able to watch over this weekend, but I thought I would check it out. It had a lot of controversy around it. With the son, one of the sons is suing the actress. I forgot the lady's name. The actress Sophia something. She's the actress for she's playing Griselda, but she also played in a long show, a hit Modern Family. So yeah, the son is suing her because he said that she made his mother look ugly. Speaking of ugly, child, y'all see Krishan Rock? Wait, let me turn this music off. Miss Kim, our beautiful spirit.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what do you think of Krishan's new tattoo, child?
Child, I just think she a lost cause. She's a lost cause. I was trying to keep hope alive for her. She at this point, there's really nothing else to say. I just think her and him is just two people taking up space and wasting time on Earth, and they just need to be. She's so young, got her whole life ahead of her with all this dumb stuff and behind a nothing ass person. Excuse my language, but. And I mean, she laying there like she Marilyn Monroe, like she really doing something. It's so fabulous and wonderful and glamorous, but it's not. I just hope she lived long enough to learn from her mistakes and be able to correct them and become the better mom that she should be and the best mom that she can be. And look back and say, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But at this rate, she probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think somebody needs to take the baby and run.
So going back to Griselda, Ray said he's tripping the son. And Sophia looks way better than his mama. I know he said his mama used to be a looker child. I don't even have a picture, and I'm on my
liquor.
Huh? A looker.
A liquor.
No, a looker. That means somebody that's good looking. A looker. You never heard that?
No.
Oh yeah. It's a it's a slang term. I was saying the son is mad. I think they also sued for something else. They didn't want it to get done. They didn't want this thing coming out. But
right.
The mama, when they showed the current or the most recent picture of her, she's old and she is not cute, child. She looks like everything she been through is on her face. But he said when she was younger, she was something. Now, all they did in the movie was really make her nose a little longer. And I don't know, but Sophia told Drew Barrymore to shut up on her in an interview because Drew Barrymore was like, they didn't really do much with the makeup. That's like a good job. She was like, excuse you. They put teeth in they did all kind of stuff to me. It's for hours and hours of makeup. Are you crazy? I was like, but it doesn't look like now I understand what she means when I see it. She don't look like they did a lot. And of course, Sophia, I can't know that lady's last name. Vergara or something. She's beautiful, but to me, it looks to me she has the Hollywood makeover, which includes surgery. So she's gonna look perfect, a perfect version of, she's supposed to be Colombian in the movie. But it's interesting. It's on Netflix. So like I said, I'm on episode 2. So it's engaging. But yeah, Ray said Krishan's a damn fool. So many internal issues. There's no hope for her. Yeah, I was rooting for her for a minute, and then I think when it got down to it, her and the other one, what's her name, Jaden?
Yeah,
When I
Jada.
saw them hanging out and kicking it, I was like, okay, this was bound to happen. But when
Yep.
he went to her house and took that baby at 4 o'clock in the morning because he saw her at the studio online, that was when I just couldn't do it. I was like, nah, I can't.
And I could do it when she had filmed herself using a ladies' restroom. Now that was past.
Yeah, I scrolled past that. I saw that too. I was like, no, no, not doing it.
I didn't expect that. I didn't even. I just was like, I had to log off. I done seen it all. I done seen it all.
I mean, I don't understand if this is really real, or are they just doing this for the clout, for the attention. You know, kind of, you know how we say on YouTube, in especially in that R. Kelly sector, how I believe at least that people are behind the scenes orchestrating these beefs. And I think all over YouTube, honestly. But I think maybe these people are doing the same thing, because there is no way on God's earth, I'm not even gonna say in hell, on God's earth, that this is real life for people. What's going on, Queen Keish? Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, she just finished, I thought, getting rid of the other tattoos she had.
Yeah.
She had like a handful of tattoos all over her body, especially her throat. I think her name, yeah, his name is right over her eyebrow.
I think she got something inside her mouth.
Oh wow.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure. I want to say in her gums or something.
Ray Ray said the tattoo artist did an amazing job, even though it sucks that she did this. Somebody said in the comments, this is on my community wall, by the way, if you want to comment, more comments than likes. But somebody said he looked like somebody said, I thought that was, now I don't forgot who they said they thought it was, but it wasn't.
Jordan, B. Jordan, or whatever his name is.
Big Jordan?
Is it B. Jordan or Jordan B? Something like that.
Oh. That's what it was. Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what they said. Thank you, sis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought he was engaged too, but I think when we saw his ex, or Jaden, in the club kissing on a woman, I think, that might have been over. Although I think they did that together anyway. So maybe she was just putting that out on Front Street, when really that was what's been going on the whole time. We don't know, because that is a complete circus, like Queen said. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. A complete circus. I don't understand. And then his mother chimes in talking about, she telling us the business when he, so he's in jail. For those who don't know, they say he's going to be in jail till at least summer, and it has to do with a domestic violence incident. And he has other open cases, from what I understand. I know he's been to court a handful of times and has been arraigned and put on the street on bond.
I wonder if it's the domestic violence that he caught out here jumping on her in front of the strip club, not once but 3 times on camera at the entrance, where he had to shoot out with the man that he didn't like the joke that the man said, and he shot at the truck. Him and his team of people, when they tackled him down at some restaurant out here. He was sitting outside. The bounty hunters had found him, and then they had took him back to California, but he bonded out. But this idiot came to the same strip club they said when he comes to Vegas all the time, and that part was real. It wasn't scripted. Remember when that one she's on the sidewalk and he's like sitting on her.
Kinda. Were they both fighting each? I mean, it looked like they were just scrapping.
Yeah. Then it's another footage, same strip club out here. I think it's off of Industrial Highway or something. And he jumped on her at the main entrance again. And so I know he got, arrested and did release. And so ain't no telling, he done jumped on all the girls. I think some is reality, and then some of it is scripted, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, her caption on her post said, "Free Blueface, free my daddy, I love you, Papa," and she tagged him.
Lord have mercy.
Somebody posted, I don't never want. She said something about like, if the dick did that, I don't want it. Like, please never send me that dick.
Oh, wow.
So Blueface is 26, sliding into 30. So he's in jail. That took him out of administrative segregation. I mean, he remains in, excuse me. He remains in administrative segregation. So they took him out of general pop. So he doesn't have a cellmate. He doesn't join other for meals outside the cell.
These gang affiliations?
Probably says he gets up to 7 hours a day outside his cell so he can make phone calls or attend class or religious services. Now we know them things ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
He also reportedly has a TV in his unit and as well as access to the library. How many books do you think he's checking out?
None. He can't even talk, let alone read, probably.
So he went to court January 12th for a probation violation in connection with a 2021 assault case. He was sentenced to serve nearly 7 months. He pled not guilty October. And this is related to charges related to shooting outside the Las Vegas strip club. Current release date is July 2nd. He could stay in there, honestly. And then here she goes, supposedly moving back into his house. I'm like, girl.
Man, what kind of craziness is this?
It's insanity. So
she is destroying her temple, her body, her face. Okay, I got tattoos on my body, but I would never. I mean, teach his own my personal opinion. But when she gets older and she got him splattered from head to toe, I just think she's gonna regret it. She's gonna regret it, especially if she lives to be a long, like in her 80s. It's gonna be terrible.
Can you imagine her in her 80s? I remember.
Oh my God, the wrinkles you develop when you age naturally.
I remember my dad. When my dad saw my first tattoo, he was like, "You got a tattoo?" He was like, "Don't be." He's like, "Don't get crazy now. You gonna get old. They gonna call you Pool Table Mabel." I was like, "Well, of course I got more, but mine aren't visible, to the plain eye. But on the face though, like this." She ain't gonna be applying for no job no time soon. I guess she figures that's never gonna happen anyway. But I think
just looks stupid.
We have to remember who we dealing with here. Cause Sean, I believe she is a crack baby, like legit.
Yeah.
So
but when I got my old tattoos, I did want to get some of them recolored. I got my kid's name, my mom on me, and stuff. But I did it when I was younger because I was running at Street Life Honey back in Detroit. And I told my dad in case they wasn't going to be able to identify me by face, they can identify me with my tattoos. And I know that's a crazy way of thinking, but that was my norm. I didn't think I was going to live back past 25. And I was fine with that. Like, then I think back, that was definitely a mental illness for me.
Wow. That's deep.
But this young girl, she just, she reminds me of a family member that I have that's just that rat crazy over a toxic person that's abusive and everything in a relationship. And she hasn't did faces, but she just got the girl and the guy name all over her and stuff. So I don't know. It's a lost cause.
What's going on, Andrew? Welcome back.
Hey, Andrew Staples.
Somebody just commented on the post because it's popping up. Short bus shorty. That's what they're calling her. How old is Krishan? Krishan is what, 20? She's in her 20s.
She's young. I mean, not early 20s.
Yeah, early 20s.
She might be my kids' age. My kids are 26, 28. She gotta be, if they're not a year too older than her, but she's young and still vibrant, and she's a natural, beautiful young lady. She just knows that. This is all self-esteem issues, believe it or not.
23.
Okay, yeah, this is self-esteem. She don't love herself 100% and beyond like she's portraying. She don't. When you do self-destruction like that, you deep down inside, the root of it, that self-love is not up there where it's supposed to be.
I noticed where is her mom to guide her older sisters. I don't know. I thought her family was around her because it seemed like she has a lot of people around her. And I know her brother and her, I don't know if it's her sister, one of her sisters. It's a gang of them, 10 or so. I think she's the youngest. But
you know what? I was wondering why no family members have came. Usually I have brothers and stuff. They found out one time to put their hands on me. They done caught flight before, and nobody had put their hands on me at the time, but just raising their little voice and kicking in doors. I don't know if her family is like a sellout, like, oh, I'm making money, so she pays them with flights or whatever and gifts and money to keep them up off his ass. Because I just can't see how nobody in the family is going to say nothing to stick up or try to, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. He's so comfortable. He'll disrespect her daddy. He'll disrespect the brother. He'll disrespect her. He'll disrespect everybody up under the sun.
When you say disrespect, we got to be clear. They have had fist fights. They have literally gone to brawl in the streets and otherwise.
Yeah. And she has had physical fist fights with his mother and sister as well.
Oh, that's right. And I saw a clip of him. I guess she was in her car. This might have been after he took the baby. I don't remember, but the baby was in the car at this point. And the baby's in the car like, I don't know what that squeal is that baby does. But the poor baby was in the car while she was on live telling everybody, look at the blood on his hands. Basically, he had whooped on her and had blood on his hands, and he wouldn't keep his hands still enough to focus the camera on, but he definitely put his hands on her. Baby Yoda, yes, that tattoo. Well, I mean, as far as we could tell, it's real. She showed us the markup and then the full tap. The markup on the left side and then the full tap. She done lost her mind. I don't think she's taken off them chains since she put them on either.
Yeah, don't get gangrene.
I was gonna say they better be real because that neck gonna fall off. She gonna decapitate herself.
I say gangrene. That's ain't gonna be enough penicillin and nothing else to go. That's not funny, but god dang.
What's up with the hairline? She done pulled her hair back on the. That's a wig or something, a weave. But dang, it goes far. Oh, because she shaved. I think she shaves that side. She's going back to him. Remember, her dad was fighting. Yeah, they were fighting. It was a whole bunch of people around them too. I remember. I know it's very ridiculous. And this is what happens in your 20s when you just are out there wild, loose, and crazy. Like Queen, somebody brought up her family, her parents. Like, obviously, she got to this point acting like this, and they ain't around. They haven't been around. She didn't have that right support with all them siblings too. At that, you would think at least one of them would have been something about them.
I would have given a good goddamn what she said. I would have been, boy, he would have got an example made out of his ass messing with mine.
So it says she has 11 siblings.
Wow. I would have been did a pop up, boy. I would have been ready for anything else that's coming in behind him too. That's just how it would have been. Toe to toe, eye to eye. I would have been, boy.
Do we have to keep in mind she's from Baltimore? Is that a thing? The fact that she's from Baltimore? Because I know I've heard things about Baltimore. And not only that, of course, there's The Wire. My introduction to Baltimore.
I'm not sure about Baltimore culture, but from what I know is the streets is, I mean, if you ain't got to be hood or gangster or nothing, but they don't usually take no shit, especially when you mess with family. They don't play, especially putting your hands on a female and stuff. And then he got her. Well, she's her own individual, can make her own choices, but he does contribute to having her out here looking crazy, running all wild in California streets and stuff. She just totally lost it. Now, I don't know if it's the drugs, the alcohol, or altered her mind probably, but she's out here hella mania right now, publicly.
Says her mother is 59 years old. She's which is not old. And she, her name is Charla. She struggled with substance abuse and was not able to take care of her 11 children.
Mm.
The
Mm.
father is Eugene Malone, and he's 55. He's younger than the mama. And he says what? He's enrolled in a culinary arts course after, oh, he enrolled after graduating high school. Says he's working in one of the restaurants in Maryland. He's a restaurant worker.
Mm.
He might be a cook. I don't know. She didn't even meet her dad till she was 8 because he was in jail. So she was just out there. I wonder, did they go to foster care or were they just in the house with the siblings? Because I think I heard some tales of some abuse going on between them siblings. Abuse with the S in front. Okay. She needs a spiritual awakening. She needs a spiritual slap in the face. She gonna get that too if she keep
Yes.
it up. All right. Well, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
You hear about Robert De Niro? He's about to have a new child, or he has had a new child. He's 80 years old.
Robert De Niro said, "Don't not get overclothes, baby."
He said what?
I said Robert De Niro obviously said, "Don't nothing get overclothes."
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess it still works. I mean, shit.
Well, they say men could make babies till they die.
Damn. Why would you want to? Well, I could see in a primitive way why a man would want to do that, because obviously, a lot of men have this thing in their mind they need to leave seeds all over to carry on their legacy. They don't really care about like a family structure or anything like that. It's just all about the numbers. Maybe one of them is gonna make it, do something. Let's see. Oh no, this one's about Trump, but here he is. He said, "Everything I'm consumed with or worried about is just the way when I look at her. It's wondrous." I think he got other kids though, don't he? I mean, this is not his first child.
So. Did he have some definitely by his first wife?
Let me see.
If I'm not mistaken. He said he's slanging it like a new jack, baby.
He said, "Don't test me, because I'm going to show you. F around and find out."
That's what Ludacris said in his song.
He said it what?
Ludacris said that in his song, slanging his D like a new jack.
Oh, Lord. Oh, he has 7 children. I don't know if they're including this child. He welcomed his second. Yeah, this is his 7th child, Gia.
I used to love seeing Robert De Niro play in the movies. He's like the bad guy. Whether it was like what is it, the one with him and is it Andy Garcia in there? I believe 8 Million Ways. No, not 8 Million Ways to Die. What was it? Ocean 11.
Ocean. Oh, was he in that?
Ocean 12 or Ocean 11. I don't know. I might have got it all mixed up, y'all. Don't quote me on that.
So I think
I love to see it play in the movie though.
I think his now ex-wife Grace Hightower is the black lady, right? I think that's her, because he has a couple kids with her. But he got kids. He's been having kids since the 90s. So he's still pushing them out, man. I think it's an ego thing. Like, why would you even want? You're not gonna be around, maybe even to see that baby grow up.
Right.
Oh, Al Pacino had a baby too.
What?
Wait a minute. They might have made a pact.
It's a clique of them. They got their little group.
They might have made a pact back in the day. Or a bet. Let me see.
Can you imagine they having their cigars and whiskey?
He sure did have a baby at 83 years old, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino did?
Yep.
Oh, I need to get out of the cave, the woman's cave, and get up to date with the news. Lord have mercy.
Al Pacino welcomed his 4th child, with his first girlfriend, Noor Al-Fala. His first girlfriend. his first with girlfriend. No or. Okay, I see. Man, I should have stayed out in Hollywood catching me a little old pop
Okay.
sugar
I
daddy.
like Al Pacino too. Come on
I
now.
ain't pumping out no kids, but I'm just saying.
Right. We can go borrow. We'll go rent a kid. Let's go rent a kid.
No, I mean I'm just saying if he was gonna still be pumping out kids at 80, shit, might still have some time.
Oh,
Wow, that's crazy. Him and Al Pacino. Wonder what that's about.
girl, that might be a little ring of them. They probably. I still got it, Al.
Well, I guess the theory is if you can afford it, it's not hurting nobody, but child, what's that child? I mean, I guess the money's gonna make up for the lack of father. The lack of father, fact that his father is probably gonna be in a grave before he in high school. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but or he's gonna be wiping his butt and feeding him.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he will. Some nowadays kids they gonna. You gotta wear shit. If you ain't got $100 strap tape, duct tape to your eyelashes, they gonna bring you a glass of water.
Well, another old fart. Speaking of old farts, old Donald Trump. Old Donald Trump lost a huge defamation case against E. Jean Carroll, and he has to pay $83.3 million in damages. Of course, his attorney is saying they're going to appeal this ASAP. But let me read this. It says that Donald Trump's lawyer spoke out to reporters outside the courthouse following his verdict. As we reported, Trump is to pay E. Jean Carroll $83.3 million. The lawyer told reporters that they would immediately appeal, and she said the verdict was wrong and that Donnie will appeal. It will not deter us, she said. We will keep fighting, and I assure you, we didn't win today, but we will win because the record that was made in there gave us the most perfect record on appeal. All lawyers say that. Haba was asked whether she was having second thoughts about being his attorney. She said representing Trump was the proudest thing I could ever do. In addition, she also said Americans were seeing a violation of our justice system and criticized not being able to bring up certain points in court that she said were part of Trump's defense. I'm curious. I didn't look into this to see what even he said that was defaming about her, or who even is E. Jean Carroll. I guess I could look her up, but that's a lot of money. That's a lot of damages.
There is a lot of money.
That's a lot of damages.
Dang.
See what your mouth could get. How much your mouth could get you in trouble.
Yeah.
E. Jean.
And mouth boy running that mouth.
That makes a whole new meaning out of you done said a mouthful.
Yeah. Literally.
Carol.
Now he gotta write a check and hope she can cash it.
Okay. Hopes his ass can cash. He probably can't cash. He definitely can't cash that 83 point. We know Donald Trump is a walking smoke and mirror, and he's just he ain't got it.
He better go try to get on OnlyFans. That was wrinkle ball.
Oh wow.
They say he into that weirdo stuff. He can get on the dark web and get us some coins.
Oh wow. He's probably already on. He probably runs the dark web. He is the dark web. Well, E. Jean Carroll says she's gonna do something good with the money.
Okay.
Let me shoot her an email. Let me give her my Cash App.
Right. Because we didn't support you, my sister.
They say this is an eye-popping sum that marks the sharpest legal setback for a former president now entangled in multiple criminal and civil cases. And that's the thing. He should not be able to run for president this year with all of this on his back. Like,
right. What happened to the sexual SA case that he had before he got in office?
I know.
The girl that was 13 years old that was mentioned in the Epstein case. He never did. I don't know what happened with that. He was still facing that.
So it says Carroll is a former magazine columnist, alleged Trump R-worded. She alleged that he R-worded her in a department store in the mid-90s and then defamed her when he denied her claim. Oh, is she the one he talked mess about when she came with the claim and he was like, that ugly hoe? No, I don't know if that's what he said, but I'm just saying he said something in defense of himself that caused this defamation loss, basically.
Wow.
Yoda, baby Yoda, she's a horrible attorney. In order to appeal, he must match the 83 million. What? So she feels she got justice, of course. How old is this woman? I mean, I hope she is able to enjoy some of this money because I would.
Okay.
Nobody wouldn't even be able to find me either. I'm off the grid.
Off the grid. Like caveman days.
Okay. I wasn't even born. Okay.
All right.
Every memory you have is a figment of your imagination.
Figment of your imagination.
God dang it.
Boy, that's so much money for me right now. I would have been able to go back into a whole other realm and dimension. A whole way.
Okay, I'm all the way out of here. Oh, shout out to me. I made all y'all subscribers too who subscribe to my other channel. I just met my goal and surpassed it. Yes. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to
give me a bell.
Hold on. I just met my goal and I'm on YouTube on my other channel. I'm like, let me add a thing up here. Okay. I'm trying to put my link up. So anybody who comes over here who hasn't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. Let's see, share, copy link. Now let me see if it. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's gonna be boom. Probably hear it still. So the chat is obviously delayed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it me? I was just about to tell you. I don't know why, but I was gonna say it might be me.
No, it's showing
delayed on my tablet, even with the sound. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's normal for it to be delayed with the sound. It has a delay. But I put my link in there. It didn't show up. But maybe it will. I don't know. I'll give it a second. Okay, let me pause that. All right. So what else are we talking about?
Which one you want to do next?
I love Russell Wilson and his stepson. His whole family is beautiful. I don't have a picture of them to put up here, but Sierra just posted a little video including the baby of her and all the kids and them, and it's so cute. People give Sierra.
Oh, Sierra. Oh, yeah, she's so beautiful. I always liked Sierra when she first hit the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I thought something different to the industry table first, music wise, and she's unique. She's another different artist that's different that I like.
She's definitely talented, and she definitely changed the whole game when she linked up with Russell and went in the direction that she did, because she's still able to do her music. And she did a song and a video with Chris Brown not long ago. She's able to be a mom and a family woman and still enjoy her career at her leisure. I think that she won, child.
So, yeah, I think that is so awesome for her and beautiful, because it seemed like he accepts her for her. She could be her true self and just live her life and pursue her dreams as she please.
Well, the sad part of it there is not sad, but it is sad actually, that when Russell, he posts a picture like this and so many haters come out from under their rocks and out of their caves and their holes in the ground to comment on this man as if he's some type of incel or a lesser man, a beta, I would say.
Right.
Just because he's a good stepfather to little Future.
Yep.
I think it's pathetic. And it's funny because I was talking to my son about it. I don't know how it came up, but he then started to diss Russell. Oh, I think I brought up the fact that Russell, um, he got a big judgment or award of money because of his contract with this last team he's with. They tried to shut him. They tried to threaten him and say, "We're going to bench you these last couple games unless you give up this injury clause that is going about to pay you out a lot of money, and we can't really afford it because we need to get some new players." And he was like, "No, I'm not going to take my clause. You can bench me. Go ahead and bench me." It was the end of the season anyway, and like that was a lot of money. So at the end of the day, he ended up walking away with this money, and I think that's what we were talking about, me and my son. He was like, "Well, he sucks anyway. He ain't been winning since he left the what was his first team? I forgot who the team was, but blah blah blah." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Please, if he wasn't doing well enough, he wouldn't have earned that contract." Now he's getting older. I just say retire, and go ahead and enjoy the money you earn and this family that you have while you still can walk around and be a normal person, because too many of them injuries, and after time I think it starts wearing down on your body even more the older you get. So he just needs to retire, in my opinion, and enjoy the rest of his life.
Yep.
While he's still young.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, he can do other things business wise, or if he wants to stay in front of the camera, I'm sure he could do commentating. You know how they do.
He don't know what he already done and got in the making and brewing in the pot, but that don't make him a terrible person. Nephew, we don't have to talk, nephew.
Okay.
Well, if that's what sucks look like, I'm all for it. Go sucker me in.
I was like, ew. I said, are you supporting Future? Are you backing Future up? Because I had brought up the fact I was like, Future just hating. He always got something to say.
With his million kids, he got strolled all over the place like Nick Cannon.
Yeah, and he travels a lot for work, so clearly he's not spending no time with none of these kids. They probably got to come see him on the road. And I guess to some people, they cool with that. I know if I was probably one of his women, I would probably be very cool with the fact that he's always on the road. That means your money is coming in and you ain't really kicking it with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really living no chill lifestyle, chilling with nobody. You out there hitting about 10 of them in every city.
Right.
Just make sure I get my check.
I need my check, need it cleared, and the funds available.
Exactly. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Nicki and Meg because, child, I don't know if you've seen this. They've gone viral because, Meg dropped her single Hiss, and the single had a lot of disses. Hiss was a big diss to a lot of people. And people like Nicki who can't take it. And I think the rumors about her being on that Tina Snow, are true, because you could see how she wows out, especially when she goes on her Queen radio rants. And she is like just going crazy at the mouth for something that's not even that serious. Like, let me see. So I'm gonna see if I can bring up the lyrics. His lyrics. She mentioned a term that has to do with her husband, Nicki's husband, and the fact that he's a registered sex offender. Yeah. But see, Nicki has been messing with Megan ever since she did WAP, just because she was working with Nicki. Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go. Now I don't even know the melody to be able to rap it, but I'm gonna just read some of it so we can know what Nicki was so mad about. Okay. So there's the intro is, I just want to kick this shit off by saying, fuck y'all. I ain't got to clear my name on a motherfucking thing. Every time I get mentioned, one of y'all bitch ass niggas get 24 hours of attention. I'm finna get this shit off my chest and lay it to rest. Let's go. All right. So then first verse. I feel like Mariah Carey got these niggas so obsessed. My P word so famous might get managed by Kris Jenner next. Oh, by Kris Jenner next. He can't move on, can't let it go. He hooked, nose full of that Tina Snow. Ooh, child. Oh, she talking about Party because he tried to diss her in a song recently. And since niggas need Megan help to make money, bitch, come be my hoe. All you bitches is weak on the Bible, weak on the Bible. Talking shit from where no one can find you. I can never be judged by a bitch that was dancing, making R. Kelly go viral. Ooh, child. And that's what Joe Budden said that she was talking about him. Because I guess he was dancing to R. Kelly in his studio.
Joe Budden?
Joe Budden.
Lord have mercy. See, okay, keep going.
Hey, I'm sexy as fuck and I'm freaky. Get whoever I want, eeny, meeny. Why the fuck would I stay with a nigga that's weak in the sheets and don't know how to please me? And that's Party. Bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies. Say he fucked Megan and now he the topic. These niggas thinking they lowered the value. All this free promo, I'm turning a profit. Hate when a nigga be kissing and telling. Say he a player, but in his feelings. Bet I won't give up the P word again. Shit. Shoulda gave it to his friend. Damn. These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. Boom. There it is. That's where Nikki got mad. These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. And you know, Megan's law is the law that has to do with, pedophilia or child molesters.
Right.
I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want to start. Don't want me to start. So yeah, so right there is where Nikki lost her mind. Okay. She comes back in her Roman voice talking about limp foot, big foot, 1 foot, 2 foot, right foot, blue foot. She all the foot jokes because of Megan's injuries resulting from the shooting, the Tory Lane shooting, related shooting. Then she want to link up with Kelsey and try to make like, oh, you dogged your friend, you was fucking her man, blah 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 blah. Like she wants to reiterate all the things that his fans are saying basically online. And I mean, she's shooting at Megan with an automatic, and all Megan did was she didn't even pull out a knife. I mean, with that little line, that was a little bar.
Right, just a little teeny bar, and I mean a piece of a bar. And I mean, it ain't like Megan ain't saying nothing that ain't true. Yo, nigga did. God, it is a Megan's lie. Like you, Nikki, stop. Just stop. Go sit down. Go sit down and just go sit down. Shit. You don't want to marry a predator. But then again, you stuck up for your brother, and he was one too. So you might be into that. We better not find out that you won your goddamn self, because you too much in support of people that been convicted of these crimes. And I mean, she go hard in the paint, sticking up for these predators too. She was writing Trump and stuff for her on behalf of her brother, and all for her brother to show her the back of his head in that courtroom the day of being found guilty, telling the judge about can she be lenient on his sentence because he was drunk at the time of the assault of his stepdaughter. But Nikki was all on Jimmy Kimmel's, whatever his name is, Jimmy Kimmel's show and stuff, and David Letterman hollering about he innocent. She done paid over $1 million into his lawyer fees and all of that, and then come to find out he guilty as the charge.
Child. Ray said Nikki lost her damn mind for 2 days straight. Okay, over that one bar.
She was up that Tina Snow boy and that Nigerian Snow, like Jesse Smollett walking around, couldn't sleep.
In a daze. Nikki started been bullying a list of women in her field, including Meg, for years, and now she done got laid out with 2 words, Megan's Law. Exactly, because it's a hit dog hollering.
And I remember when Megan was jumping up and down crying and hollering excited when Nicki Minaj had joined the live with her one time when she was first fresh in the industry. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe it, when she had separated herself from City Girls. And she was all excited, talking about she didn't care about what nobody said. She was, and all that, and they was gonna collab, and now they feud. This don't make no sense.
Hey, Shamina.
I think all them young black queens need to just, they could make a lot of money together, the female artists, if they weren't beefing all the time. So, you know, some of them do it for to promote their music, but a lot of that stuff gets serious. It go past just promoting your album. It goes really into the street and it hit personal homes.
Shamina, right. Welcome back, love. Yeah, she said Nikki is grasping for straws by bringing in Kelsey. Yeah, for sure. Like that's such old news. Shamina loves the song.
Needs to sit down. My heart went out to her with her shaking and trembling and sliding and snotting and stuff. She needs to not add no more fuel to the fire. She needs to keep bowing out humbly, and before she bit off a little bit more than she could chew. To me.
Well, you see the hit dog hollering, poor dog, but the hit dog is hollering, child. And
poor dog.
I know Nikki has been showing her ass. I mean, Cardi really set Nikki to a whole different level of pettiness and just bitch ass behavior. Like you cannot gatekeep the industry, love. You stand by your talent. I mean, we can't deny she's talented, right? But she, like everyone else, is aging. And also, like everyone else, should be diversifying. She should be acting or behind the scenes, putting stuff like, what are you doing other than bullying and beating up any new female artist that tries to, take your spot?
Well, she came out with any music. Nikki was dope too when she first came on the scene. It's like now she got lazy. Like, go get in the studio.
Yeah, I don't keep up with her to know, but I'm gonna tell you, them barbs don't play about her. But they are also stupid. Most of them are super young.
They ding dongs and they young adolescents, they young kids too.
Yeah, they're kids.
I believe that they're all under the age of 18 and they really don't know no better, and she's misguiding them. They look up to her and everything. They follow and do everything that she tells them to do. And that goes for kids that are followers, weak-minded. They don't have their own, they're not their own individual, and they strong-willed and strong-minded. And and they hooked on this internet stuff, because you got some of them, they be staying up days and nights, probably following Nikki and doing her little internet dirty work. But I lost respect for Nikki after all of that pedophilia stuff going on, and she in support of it. So I just threw the towel on her ass since then.
Yeah, I've been like, girl, bye. But Ray, you right. Megan's Law was spot on. It was creative, and now has so many more people aware of Megan's Law, because a lot of people didn't know what the hell Megan's Law was. The fact that Nikki caught that and ran with it the way she did, it really hit her hard. She is really hurt. She hurt. It says here that right after she dropped the song, Meg, on Friday, that Nikki hopped on Instagram Live to preview an unreleased track, firing back at Meg. She was all ready to go anyway. She probably had heard it before it came out. And referencing to, it says, let's see, firing back at Meg, referencing the Houston artist getting shot in the foot by Tory Lanez in 2020. The shooting case wrapped up. Okay, we know about that. So I think this is from Nikki. Bad bitch, like she's 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Girl, the super bass rapper had a chuckle at her slick wordplay and ran back to the venomous track a few times before snipping at Megan for her rapping ability during the live. She said, you have 3 Grammys and you have to learn how to rap on beat and be comfortable in the music. In addition to her Bigfoot song announcement, Minaj shares numerous other posts on X taking jabs at Megan. She said, it's been ready for 2 days, just trying to be cool and let her get her little streams. Wasn't going to say anything, but I remember how everyone kept my name in their mouth, and how I said the next person mentioned my family going to regret it. By the way, they haven't even heard the song. Who said it's even a diss? She tweeted. I know she also claims that the producers behind the track she's trying to use won't clear it. So she mad about that. Let's see. Didn't charge her for the Hot Girl Summer verse that I recorded the night she begged and begged to go on my live. But it's okay. My nigga Pluto charged her $250K for his verse. Nikki also hinted that she has an arsenal of unreleased tracks that could possibly see the light of day. Girl, she said after the first one dropped, if that pussy asshole so much as breathe, I'm going to empty the clip. If that pussy asshole deny one thing I say, I'm posting every fucking receipt known to man. 5. Yes, you heard me. Did 5 extra songs. We've been waiting on you, ho. Play Pink Friday 2 nonstop, Barbs. Love you. She is out of her mind. She is gone. Shamina said there was a boy who went off on Nikki reading her lyrics about her being a teacher and coming on to her student, something like that. What? So Nikki is a part of the P family.
Yeah, I figured that.
So I heard one of her fans actually, because Nikki also referenced Megan's deceased mother.
What?
Yeah, she did. And one of her fans was reading it and then it was like, no, Nikki, no, we're not doing that. That's too much.
She don't have no family. She was the only child. Her grandmother passed away. Like, she don't have no siblings. She don't have her dad. She don't have her grandfather. She don't have her no uncles on that. She's out here, far as bloodline. I mean, she got, when she said on the Breakfast Club, long distance cousin, but far as immediate family, they're all deceased. And they were all deceased before she turned 25. Because she's Aquarius like me. Her birthday, I believe, is February 15th, if I'm not mistaken. But Nikki, you shouldn't do that. She needs to stop, because that same energy, honey. You don't know what it's like to lose your parent. Like, and if you did know what it was like, you don't make fun of nobody losing their mother. Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, like, at all.
So one of, I guess, Nikki's fans are basically said, to Megan, you can't say, ho better not address me, and then they do, but then you go silent the whole time. You in live for Kelsey and Party, but now acting unbothered for Nikki. She don't have to say nothing to Nikki. She said what she said and that was what the whole his verse was about. And then Nikki actually retweeted that and said the bitch ain't get streamed in 84 years. Her team don't want me to drop because they know those numbers gonna embarrass her lying lipo ass. And she know I got proof of what she did. And after how she allowed her best girlfriend to be bullied, attacked, and ripped to shreds while Kelsey what? Hold on. While Kelsey was pregnant with her first child after she had fucked her best friend man. Tori was not her man. It wasn't enough, but this is y'all's girl's girl, right? Any mother taking this woman down, this woman's side, may God strike you down.
What? The hell is so God in there?
Don't want me to drop because she got to have ghostwriting session for another week to get back at me. I had the song beat for 6 years, not like a hit. Juju eat that dick for shit. What a scary ass bitch. Yikes. Yeah, that's why people were saying she was on
some spiritual witchcraft in there somewhere.
I agree, Shamina. She says she weak as fuck. It might be she might be trying to cast a spell. I don't know what she's doing, but everybody's basically like, she get off the coke. Like, you're tripping.
Right.
Ray said Meg was truly a fan of Nikki's before Nikki started bullying her. I doubt Nikki has any receipts of Meg hurting Nikki. The bitch is unhinged, insecure, and jealous. Boom. That's it. That's really it.
Perfect. Very well put.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. Where my bell?
Yes. Bring it. Thank you.
Yeah, we can wrap it up on that.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray. She nailed it right there.
Okay, and like I always say, smart people only over here, baby. Hashtag smart people only. That's how we do it. But let's see if there's anything else, because I was kind of, I was like, I'm gonna just talk about whatever. I know Corey Holcomb.
Oh yeah, that's sicko.
I posted him. If y'all haven't seen it, go to my channel, hit the video tab. You'll see a video I posted on Corey Holcomb disrespecting his daughter every which way but loose, child, and calling her bitch this, bitch that. And there's people in the comments who are like, he absolutely right. And he never even said, he said she disrespected him, but the way he talks about her sounds to me like you've been disrespecting her, because I know this is not new, the way he's talking about her. But yeah, people in the comments want to say, well, yeah, your kids, if they do get disrespectful, that's how you need to treat them. And I'm like, well, damn, you the one that raised the kids. but not in his
That's
case, and that's the
parents love. I
difference.
don't want it.
Right, but he wasn't loving. He wasn't a loving parent. He didn't raise the kid. That's the thing. He even said like the mother raised her, but
Yeah.
he didn't raise her. And that's the thing. You can't be mad about how your kid turned out and you didn't have a hand in raising them.
And then my thing is, it seemed like his animosity and dislike for the mother, he taking it out on the child. And because he was like, I didn't like your mom, and I didn't like her, and all that. But you went up in a raw and let your gun off loose and shot up the club. So now this is the spill that comes out when you throwing bodies everywhere. Somebody just might have a heartbeat. Your baby girl was born into this world that you and the mom helped create and brought into this world. My thing is this. I had to tell my brother about this, my oldest one. You can dislike the mom, or the mom can dislike you all you want, but when it's a child involved, somebody has to be the bigger person and break that cycle. Okay, so you say the mom raised her like that, the mom has her that way. But when the child was in your presence and in your domain, you can raise her a different way where she knows the difference growing up, what she can be like when she's with daddy and what she can be like when she's with mom. You decided to jump on the bandwagon and do the same shit that the mama is doing. So the poor child don't know no better because the two fucking adults that done fucked her up. The adults can fuck a kid up. I had to tell my brother that. Oh, well, her mama, I had to tell her, I don't care what your mama say anything. I said, okay, but you don't do that. You don't tell the child about how you feel about the mom because the mom is coached and trained the child to tell you about what she said about you. You can break that cycle and, you're her father. You don't have to do what her mama does. You don't have to do that. He called that girl so many bags of bitches. I don't even think the child knew her name no more after that. And then the other disrespect, he let the other co-host man make a to me a slime ball, crud ball statement about, oh, she could have just called me if she wanted something. Baby, I tell y'all to this day, ain't no way in hell. First off, my dad has never called me out of my name. None of me or my brothers. My mother has never called any of us out of our name. And I don't think you could pay them enough to call any one of us out of our name. But baby, you best to believe if anybody would have stood next to him and said, oh, she could have just called me, it would have been a homicide on live. Straight up.
And he had this look on his face and he was like, man, my daughter runs circles around you. And I'm like, what does that supposed to mean?
Hella stupid, Corey Holcomb.
Wow. Well, I think that Corey didn't surprise me with that because I think I've heard him speak like that before. Like, I'll just have another fucking kid. I don't care.
And that's what he said. That's like that devastates a child to know that the lack of love, to me, it is a lack of love. And as a daughter, that one could just crush my little heart.
Yeah, that's hurtful. It's hurtful and it's disrespectful. And for me to hear him go off like that about her on his very popular podcast is to me, it's borderline criminal. It's a borderline abuse, honestly.
It is.
But to see
it's publicly abuse, the whole world could see this.
Yeah, but then to go and see these comments that come in, it just hurts my heart to see these people agreeing with him. What did he say wrong? You need to get your head checked. Like, I'm the problem.
Even you'd be surprised how, especially men, it don't matter how they are in status in life, how their mentality is when it comes to a woman. Whether it's a child or the mother, their kids, or they mom, they way of thinking of women. Period. A lot of men look down on women. They think that we're supposed to be seen, not heard, like type back in those days. Only good for in the kitchen and bearing kids, staying barefoot and pregnant. But them days I don't even think it existed back then because I wouldn't have been complying with those rules. But anyway, I even seen Kwame Brown encouraging Corey Holcomb and on the band with the get along, get what he say, get along, gag along game. He's part of that gang, and I think that's out of line because he has a daughter his damn self. So I guess he calls his daughter bitches too.
That's crazy.
And I think that's out of line. But you know what? He was in support of R. Kelly. He said R. Kelly was getting framed, false evidence, it didn't exist, and all that. So he just might be with the get along, gag along gang. I might be saying it wrong, but who gives a damn when it comes to criminals?
It's like get along, go along, or something like that. But
yeah, something like that. But he's going along with Corey Holcomb on to get a hole, and everybody was encouraging. Yeah, he ain't done said nothing wrong. I'm with him, and I do the same thing, and da da da. She had no business disrespecting him. everybody was like, oh, he's been talking about his daughter. He's been felt that way. And it ain't nothing new. It's just out of line. And this opened doors for the next man to come in that girl's life. If your dad don't give a fuck about you, how? But you know, it's just terrible. It's terrible.
I just posted the link to my other channel. If you are not subscribed.
You could tell Corey Holcomb meant that, and he looking dead in the camera like he has a problem. He has an issue. He has woman issues. Maybe his mother didn't hug him when he was a child. I don't know.
That's what I was saying in the on the commentary. I was like, I want to meet his mother, because he mentioned his mother a couple times during that little rant, talking about his mom called him like, oh, you know, she's been trying to reach you. He's like, I don't give a fuck. You talk to her. You know, he talked to his mama crazy from what I could tell. And, you know, he told mama to go take that somewhere else. And that's her trying to plead for her own grandchild. That's crazy. So like I said, I pinned so Blaze Adams is my other channel. Please subscribe, watch my videos, and comment. Give me some engagement. I just surpassed the monetary. I already did the 4,000 watch hours, and all I needed was 500 subscribers. I just passed that. Where me ring my bell on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that goes for, you know what I'm saying, putting down some goals and reaching some goals.
Yes.
So my Krishan Rock post on my community wall on this channel has only 15 likes, but I have 36 comments. And see, that's also a thing of YouTube holding back my numbers too. But the comments are going crazy. She's canceled. Okay, let me go back to Nikki real quick, because I want to address Shamina's comment.
Okay.
Nikki only dissing on things Meg has no control over, like her parents passing and being shot in the foot. Nikki chose to marry and support that sick mess. Exactly. That was a decision. And her, again, the support that she had for her brother during that trial was also pretty disgusting. When you saw the evidence, and she probably knew more than we did about what was really going on. So for her to publicly support him the way she did, like you said, right to the judge, and now that marrying our word guy, like, get out of here, girl. She's vicious. I would love to know the stuff she has done behind the curtain. I know she's done some treacherous shit.
You know, I think the females are going to be getting exposed next, probably before this year is out, as well as the rest of the people, especially celebrity.
Good.
Music or acting. I really so heartily believe in next year too, we're going to start seeing women getting prosecuted as well.
Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it.
Nobody can be excluded. If you did that, I know I'm gonna drag you. I'm riding your ass, boy. I'm gonna be.
especially when it comes to children.
Michelle did on my Instagram. I told her, you so late. I dragged you first on Twitter.
What happened on Instagram?
About 2-3 years ago, K. Michelle reported my Instagram page. When the matter of fact, during our Kelly trial, and he got found guilty, and she got the house out. She was suicidal again and crying and falling out in her studio booth or whatever at the home. And I'm like, here you go again with this shit. I dragged her ass. I know I said a lot of shit, but I dragged her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But Twitter was first, and she reported my Instagram page. And I told her, you so cute, but you so late. I dragged your ass on Twitter first.
And what did K. Michelle do exactly? You talking about K. Michelle?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Because I said, how are you crying in behind somebody that was doing pedophilia and got found guilty because they played some of the tape, him physically. Not just from in the past, not just from in the early 90s, because truth be told, he's been doing this since before 1990, but it was up current and today.
Yeah, but what is she?
400 else things of evidence that she didn't get. She talking about suicidal. Suicidal is behind a dude that was molesting and doing assaults to kids, boys and girls.
You're saying that she said she was suicidal behind R. Kelly getting convicted?
Yeah, she was like, oh, they taking him away. It's sad. She take her back to when he first got arrested. When the feds first took her from the Trump Towers, they said she hit the floor, and when she was recording the song, she fell out crying. But she said it out of her mouth. She said she felt suicidal. Because regardless to what, he can convict him to heaven or hell, he helped her in her career, and that's why she's pursuing her country music. Because he told her, "You will forever be my Tammy," or whatever he called her in his little raggedy ass book.
I can't even imagine what they did together. But
exactly,
Shamina,
they said she did it so well, he had to make a song saying, echo, whatever. I guess she was yodeling on this little funky ball. I don't know.
oh
But
God.
either way it goes. We saw used traffic too with R. Kelly, K. Michelle, because there was one video footage of them getting loud in his mansion. You had looked like a bobblehead. You were so malnourished. You had the glasses on, the scarf wrapped around. I guess bruises must have been around her neck. She's all covered up with a gray jogging suit. The handler got past the note, went up the hallway, out of the studio, went and got Kate Michelle. She came down the hallway putting the shades and stuff on and fixing the scarf and shit. She had a gray jogging suit on. She come up in the studio session. You could see the headboard in the studio room because it was labeled like how the victim said it was in that Olympia Fields mansion. The yellow room, the mirror room, and all this other carrying on in this BS. She looking down at the floor, getting permission to speak during the interview. Now that we know now, we can go back and look at those old interviews and tapes and see the body language and behavior. She was one of the victims too, and I don't understand why she don't want to admit and say it. But she talking about she was able to get out of the house, and the other female, the other victims, she can't be mad at her because she was able to get out. She basically just said, everybody, I gotta look out for me. Everybody for themselves. That's terrible. It's just terrible. And her country music career took off no damn where that I know of. So I don't know how he helped your career. If anything is pissed on and damaged.
Well, Shamina said she was blaming the parents, not R. Kelly.
They kill me want to blame the parents. You can't blame all the parents. I don't know what part they missed as far as the people that was calling stuff following his case before it went to trial. It was people that was never named publicly, victims, boys and girls, that was reported missing. And they had found missing persons reports on those kids at the time was gone 2-3 days. That R. Kelly had them in the track studio with the apartment above the record store, just like with one of Tiffany Hawkins was reported missing at the time, and they had to find her, and she was gone for a few days. That's how some of the police officers, this is why the Fed said the whole Chicago, Illinois is under federal investigation, because they found out that police officers was hiding police reports and was hiding evidence and rape kits and stuff that was done. They said it's a lot of people that we might not never find out who they were publicly. It's a lot of that information stays sealed with victim names. So now you can't blame the parents, but all of them, even the ones that was publicly, then you can't blame the parents. You can't blame the parents. You just can't. Now the ones you can't blame is that motherfucker LaShawn Landfair. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, you can blame her parents for that. Yep.
And if they would have did something about his ass, no, a lot of this other stuff would not have happened. And speaking of, especially Jane Doe number 5 and the more recent ones, and Joycelyn might be home with her family, or she might have graduated college and been living her life out in the world. And that's the problem when people don't speak up and stand up, is other people end up getting hurt unnecessarily. But you have to think about, when I think about K. Michelle, she might have reacted that way because she might have felt like she too was going to be exposed for, just even the involvement with him, the things that happened.
Maybe she's on them tapes too.
And maybe also,
everybody got to get involved.
And you also got to think about her mentality of somebody like her. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Jane Doe number 5, because after just talking to her dad again, he reminded me of her mental state, and he basically was like, he turned her into him. The way she was treating people, talking to people, her behavior was very dominant. She's not a weak person. Talking about on the dominant side of things. I just feel like you got to think about somebody who I guess in a sense was trained by an R. Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
because he has you lying from the time you meet. He has you lying, writing false letters of blame, saying you did this and did that to protect himself. Having you lie to your family members and friends. Like he just, he puts you in a whole
Yeah.
circus. And
He's
then,
a master manipulator.
yeah, so when you go back home or where you come out of it, how do you switch back? Like you have now morphed into a whole different person. You got to learn your way back.
Got
So
to be deprogrammed.
yeah, so that's why I kind of like give people grace when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do feel they were manipulated. They adopted some behaviors that aren't naturally theirs. They, were
Yeah.
in a fucking a house of horrors, like we would say. You
Yeah,
know,
I didn't ever look at it like that, but you're right, because I remember when she interviewed with Nick Cannon, and she asked Nick Cannon why he never dated her or sleep with her. And he said, "Hey, Michelle," because she was saying that how he brought her flowers when she got hospitalized from her butt injection or whatever implant that made her sick or whatever. He was like, he told her, he said, "No offense, but you're in that case." He's like, "Mentally, you're messed up, you're screwed, and emotionally." And he said, "So I wouldn't dare touch you or cross that line with you." He said, "Because you need help, you need extensive professional help." He was like, "You're a beautiful person and all," but he said, "No." He said, he said, "I'm not the man to do that. I don't, He said, you got a lot of issues that you got to get resolved."
It's funny to me how these conversations tend to be public, or
Mm-hmm.
like, seem to me they would have had that type of conversation privately. That's kind of a weird public thing to come out, but you know, all of this shit is weird. It's all weird. And this guy, I'm so glad he's where he's at, child, and he needs to stay there for the long term.
Nobody's McDonald's no more, and nobody running around the water park hollering about bringing kids upstairs. We ain't gotta worry about that no more.
And all his handlers have gone off and doing their own whatever they doing. Who knows what they're doing? Honestly, they're probably still committing some type of crime. Hopefully, they've gotten away from hurting young people, and
I
also,
hope so. Summer Walker, don't let your child around the grandmother. That's all I say.
who's that? London on the Tracks, Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheryl Mack. I don't know why her ass wasn't thrown under the jail cell, because let's truth be told, when it came out in the trial, we read transcripts to y'all. Cheryl Mack was the one that had got Linda Mitch, when Linda Mitch said she needed help. That's how they came up with they put their hands together, however, word for word. Linda Mitch and Cheryl Mack was the ones that came up with the idea, as well as his attorney, to come up with the scheme. Well, let's make fake IDs for these girls and boys and birth certificates, and also come up with the fake letters saying so they could protect yourself. And we need you to pursue in the public light that you deaf, dumb, and stupid and illiterate, that you don't know nothing but but to sing melodies and shit and make lyrics. That's what we need you to do. We'll handle the rest. Them was the one. That's why I have an issue with fucking Cheryl Mack. I really do. She lied and claimed she came on the scene 2 years prior to the docu-series, and we found out this bitch been around since 1991. I wouldn't trust her around as two dead rats that was found underneath the damn 84 Cadillac car, abandoned in the damn alley.
Child, you need to go into script writing. That imagination. Yeah, Cheryl Mack is trash. I mean, a lot of the people who belong in prison with him weren't even on the stand. Cheryl Mack, did she testify?
No, she went and lawyered up like Deanna Copeland, and then came doing her little black. Well, I didn't see her face, but I think I read the article. But I know Deanna Copeland put on her red devil, dancing in Prada looking ass. Went took her black Vaseline greaseball face in front of the cameras. I think Entertainment Tonight or something, whatever one of them interview outlets, and she got to hollering about what she didn't know and what she did know and all of that. She didn't take the stand either. We found out that her ass was in with the Gideon, just like the Mayweather.
Wait a minute, I thought Diana Copeland did take the stand, because right afterwards, that's when she was on that talk show. Remember? And Sylvia had that lawyer of hers went on Sylvia's channel, went on somebody's channel,
yeah, she sure did.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah, I
I just
think
don't get it.
Cheryl didn't, but Diana did. And then when Diana went on the talk show, she gonna sit there and act like they pretty much forced me. She didn't want to do it. She was forced to testify, blah blah blah. And I think she was doing that for R. Kelly's sake. And I think she also wrote him a letter because it was in his it was in the evidence of the letters, support letters that he got.
Yep, she sure did. She sure fucking did. She
Yeah,
sure
people
did.
like her definitely belong locked up.
See, the women are more dangerous than him because a lot of them are mothers themselves. Even like the girl that was jumping on the stand, hollering about getting gangster about, she still loved R. Kelly and she'll do it all over again. And all he got to do is say a word. They could do it all. They could do it one more time and all of that. The one that was the other handler, like LaShawn Lanfair, she was at one point a best friend of LaShawn Lanfair. And she was talking about she loved him then and she loved him now. And they had to tell her to calm down on the witness stand.
Yeah.
And she got hollering about what she'll do. Yeah, that's why I say the females are worse than him. Because as far as I'm concerned, the way how excited that wench was, she probably already had some kids waiting on him, hoping that he was going to go walk out the door.
But that's what I'm saying about the mental state of some of these people. Like that's why I have to I can't just go after them because I do feel like they're just sad, victimized. They've been victimized and they just couldn't find their way out of that. Like, and not to say what they're doing is right, of course not. But I just can't see going because it's his, like, I just feel like I don't like to take accountability from them. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to take the accountability from the people, but I do feel sympathy, I guess, because especially that girl, she was super young. People that young are impressionable. You gotta just keep in mind that it takes time and you need professional help. You gotta want it. Like, if you don't get that, you're gonna be a mess.
Yeah. And he was an adult at the end of the day. But far as the ones that came in as a well-known adult, like the Mayweather sisters, they wasn't one that we know of. He didn't sleep with them when they was kids. They knew better. But they was talking about some, it was the money. It ain't amount of money for me to hear no child getting assaulted in the next room, and I'm just going to stand there talking about on the lookout.
I mean, there's for sure grimy people who, and that's probably why they were in his midst, is because you basically attract what you are, I think. And so I think that the people who were around him who weren't affected, who weren't manipulated sexually, all the stuff when they were young, they were grown, they got with the man as an employee and just were so enamored by who, R. Kelly, the fame. Even if there was no money, they still have access to things, behind the scenes. They're around him. They see how the fans are and they feel like they're part of it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's true. Because some of them didn't even get no money, but they was just as happy as a feline.
And those are just grimy slime ball type people. And those are the same people we find here on YouTube. People who are trying to milk the situation for as much as they can get. I don't see how it's worth people saying they fearing for their lives. There's been people who have been in court. And mind you, remember Sylvia and Dana were literally in court. So and Hollywood Next and Dana and Sylvia been in a lot of shit.
Yeah. I was hoping I still go back to Hollywood and I don't even call it another name no more. That's how I hit the flow, y'all. She had that girl, that Sylvia cried for I think 3 days and 4 nights.
What they call her, Holly nigga?
I was calling her Gorilla.
Oh God.
But then but no, Tyson called her Hollywood nigga.
We could just take the wood off.
But Sylvia said, now that time her tears wasn't fake. Sylvia said, Daddy just looked at me and said, nobody was outside, you guys. I was so scared. And she got in my face and it started raining. She said, usually in the garden, somebody be out there. It was nobody.
But you know what? She reaps what she sows as well. Like, she always want to cry victim, but she always saying something or doing something, and then she don't expect she gonna get no backlash. They did that to her at the trial. At the both trials, I think she got accosted on some level. This lady, they say she peed her pants when Hollywood and her little band of misfits, came up behind her, approaching Sylvia. She was sitting there trembling. Uh-oh. Oh, that was my phone. I think my phone's gonna die. But
Oh, yeah, that
anyway,
was funny.
that
Just said,
this has that's the thing. R. Kelly and his essence
yeah.
has permeated YouTube as well. Like he has tentacles that have stretched from that prison he in all the way through to all the cities where these weirdos are at. They're even out of the country, some of these people. And then to
Yeah.
YouTube where people are on here acting a fool behind this man. I mean, I know he's a talented singer and whatnot, but there is no amount of talent in this world from a stranger that's gonna make me act like that. Like, come on now,
Okay.
or give up all my money the way people are doing. People have been sending money out of every check. Like I've heard that dollar for a king, that little scam they were doing. They say they got thousands and thousands of dollars.
I
Um,
believe it. I believe it.
yeah, and went and a lot of people milked everything they could and just went off now and are doing their own thing, have their own businesses. The handlers that he used to be around that know that the gravy train is gone.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
but the people came to YouTube. If like I'm surprised none of his close handlers, or maybe they're afraid to say too much. But seeing to me, they would get on YouTube with their little stories, like how Gene Deal is on there talking
And
about
they don't
Diddy.
want because they don't want no other doors to open up on their ass.
New charges, right? Yeah. Queen
They
said his
call
brother ran off with the
phone
money.
call.
She said his brother ran off with the money. I don't know if I believe Bruce ran off with the money. They say Sylvia never gave. So, okay, so Sylvia raised thousands of dollars for his brother Bruce to go visit him in North Carolina. They say they had him pose for pictures while he was there because he wasn't able to go through the visit. Apparently, he wasn't approved for the visit. Either he wasn't approved or R. Kelly denied him the visit. But
My fellas can't see another fellas.
um oh, maybe that's it. I don't know what the deal is, but they told people Sylvia, he was on Sylvia's channel, and they told the people he had already been approved and that he was going. They just needed help getting him there, getting him a hotel, getting him something to wear. Like they needed money for all the stuff. And
That's like another thing.
these
Cause
people
it was
sent
never going anyway.
these people sent the money, and that's when R. Kelly now fast forward supposedly was on the phone with Levi the cousin and said that my bro oh no, he was on with Whack 100, my bad, through Levi supposedly, but Whack 100 um had him on the phone and he said my brother has not ever been here to see me. I haven't seen him in 5 years. I don't like to hear about people getting scammed. I don't want my fans getting scammed. That's basically saying my brother scammed these people. But he basically said my brother ain't been here. Now he didn't say my brother. I never got word that he came. He didn't say he wasn't approved. None of that. He just said I ain't seen him. But that could also have meant that he denied his visit if he was approved. I don't know. But people
Right.
people are basically saying, because I guess he called Sylvia and said I couldn't get in. She was like, well, don't tell nobody. Just take some pictures, send me the pictures, and let me take it from here. So he did. She posted the pictures. Oh, he's there. You know, more money. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out when R. Kelly came out and said that, now the story is coming out like, okay, well, actually he did go, but he wasn't able to see him. He was denied the visit. And Sylvia was like, there it is. I mean, we didn't want people to know that, but that's what happened.
She, one thing about that old battle like bitch, she'll come out and say, telling herself at the same time trying to sound so victimized. Oh, there it is, y'all.
Yeah, she's like, yep, that's the one we're gonna go with. That's it. Because that takes me off the hook, because that says that we did actually send you. It's all of that was legit, but to say that she never sent him in the first place and that just took the money and maybe split it with him, that's treacherous. I believe that I don't know that Sylvia is on the up and up when it comes to R. Kelly, the fandom that she shows for him, but as far as that money goes, I believe she definitely pockets the
Oh,
money
yes,
that's coming in.
for sure.
Queen said Levi can go visit if he's a cousin. Yeah, why wouldn't Levi go visit? I wonder why he
Because
wouldn't.
Levi ain't really what Levi is crack what he been trying to be cracked up to be. There's something ain't right with that shit. Whoever he is, whoever his true self is.
They say
We
he.
don't really know who the fuck he is.
They say he is Gregory Stobbs, living in a damn storage
Container.
unit, your storage container in
Mm.
Detroit, and don't nobody from up top know nothing about no damn Gregory Stubbs, aka
But you
Levi
know
for
what?
Kelly.
Y'all listen. If he, well, he did know a lot about some of the stories that Levi talked about Detroit, like Royal Skate Land and all that stuff. And I know about Royal Skate Land on the east side. But at the end of the day, and I remember I used to always speak to him in the chat, and I used to always try to comment when he brought up a few stories that I know made the headlines in Detroit from west to east, and he would never acknowledge me, or he I know he saw it, because other people you say, well, at the time I was Miss Kim, but he didn't speak, he didn't ever acknowledge it, because I think he knew for a fact, like, this is somebody that really is know the truth and from Detroit or whatever. She might expose my ass, but if he's been hiding out and everything, one thing I can say, a lot of majority of the city, they don't play that shit. They find out your ass messing with kids or hanging with somebody that's messing with kids. They will tear your ass up. You get ran up out your own house, because they just don't play that shit. Even my kid's father got his ass got hospitalized once they found out that he had me pregnant at the age of 14 and another young girl. I mean, they just don't play that. I mean, hell, it's a lot of few people I can say that went in hiding, whether they left the city or just went and kept a low profile afterwards. So if he is hiding in the container, they probably found out. You know, you never know. He probably was just a nobody from the beginning any goddamn way.
And you could tell he ain't got no teeth, just like Dana said.
And when he told that one story about he was down there in Cobo Hall somewhere or something, and he talking about how some girl came in there with her brothers and them, and they they basically whooped his ass. Levi told some wild story. It was funny to me though, but
Dana said
you talk all this tough shit, and you just told a story about your ass being a punk.
Basically, but Dana said it had to do with, we don't know, Dana be having his wild stories, but he said it had to do with Hallie Calhoun, him ogling her.
Wow.
But and then R. Kelly felt so bad, he gave him some money and basically let him call him his cousin. Like, that's how he got cousin status. But yeah, Queen, she said he ain't really got no family there for him, and it's really sad. And I think that's how he got in this position in the first place, because of the way his family, the way he has been raised, his family structure. But baby, what's wrong is wrong. Like, especially when, I can't stress this enough, when it comes to children and young people who are impressionable and don't have really no legs up under them yet. Like, what I'm saying? They barely getting able to walk on their own out here in this world. And here he come, this big monster predator with his thing swinging in between his legs like a third leg, and wrapping people around people's necks. So nasty bastard. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I appreciate y'all. I'm in the stream. Thank you for coming on, beautiful spirit. And we'll be back.
I done motor mouth all y'all ears off today.
It's all good. I appreciate it. We'll be back, but in the meantime, make sure you checking out my uploads. I usually try to keep them under 10 minutes and on both channels. The channel that I posted the link to is my other channel. If you just hearing this, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, till next time, peace and love, baby. Bye.
Peace and love.